have the pleasure of a first-time speech in our club. In the Competent Communicator Manual, speech number 1 is the Icebreaker. Therefore, there will be no introduction other than his name, because he is going to tell us selected things about himself that he'd like to use to introduce himself. So please join me in welcoming Fernando Rojas.
Toastmaster, fellow members, and most welcome guests. My name is Fernando Rojas. I was actually born in San Bernardino, California. I lived in Riverside, California my whole entire 25 long years. I graduated from John W. North High School. It was literally like down the street from here. I went to Riverside Community College for a couple of years, studied sports marketing. Kind of led me into what I do today for a living. I actually raise meals for kids who struggle with weight loss issues, obesity, and malnutrition. And we do that basically, my company is called By Solace, and what we do is we challenge adults to lose 10 pounds or build 10 pounds, and then when they do, 30 meals gets donated to a charity of their choice for kids who struggle with those issues. We're really passionate about it. I've been with the company for the last 2.5 years, but within 4 years, we've donated over 4 million meals to kids just around North America. So it's a really awesome cause, but what I'm excited to share with you guys today is how I actually ended up in this room. And I really truly believe that it's because of 3 life events. And I know for a fact because I didn't realize that until I was writing this speech. And I said, holy cow, like when I realized that me being in this room is not by accident. I promise you it's by purpose. And it started when I was 16 years old. I wasn't a good kid growing up. I got into a lot of trouble. I wasn't a successful kid academically. I was literally a junior in high school and I read a 6th grade reading level. I had bad grades and I hung around a lot of the wrong people. You know, a lot of the people that I grew up around are shot dead or in prison. And there was a situation in my life when I was 16 years old that some people had threatened literally to kill me. And because of that, I had to make a life decision because my mom was terrified for my life. So I actually pursued boxing. I said, you know what? I should do something positive and possibly, I have to make a career out of this. So I pursued boxing and it literally molded me into the person I am today. It taught me discipline. It taught me perseverance. It taught me stickability. And most of all, it taught me how to fail forward because it wasn't easy when I first started. And the blessing behind it is that I really had an awesome coach who taught me a lot of life lessons. And literally, I had a few successes in boxing. I fought for 5 years in the amateurs, won the Golden Gloves, won a couple of belts. Then I turned pro when I was 21 years old. And I had a short pro career. I won my pro debut, then I retired undefeated. Right? It led me into what I do today. It's funny because what I do today is I was introduced to it at my boxing gym. The owner of my boxing gym was with this company, and I got involved because I really love helping people. Plus, me literally running my own business in a sense, I felt more secure over that. And all the lessons that I learned in boxing was able to help me be successful at what I do for business because it wasn't easy, and it taught me to fail forward. Everything that I learned in boxing is just that athletic ability to always persevere, fight harder than everybody else, do it not what everyone else is doing, but what nobody else is doing. And so that right there is what helped me be successful at boxing. So I truly believe that skills transfer, and I was just able to focus those skills at what I do today. Now what's mind-blowing is my first year being in my company, I actually hit a position in my company called National Director. And my mentors gave me my first book that I ever read in my life. 22 years old and never read a book in my life. And it was a self-development book. I've opened books that have had not learned knowledge, but I've never opened a book where it taught me to work and improve myself. And I was obsessed with it because I never opened anything and read something like that. And so I really became obsessed with growing myself as a leader, as a person, because I truly cared about people. And I knew that if I grow myself, I'm going to be able to add value to the people that I love around me. And when I opened and read that book, it was a book by Jim Rohn. It's called The 5 Major Puzzle Pieces to Life. And when I read that book, that's when I knew my purpose in life was to be a world-renowned speaker. I know for a fact because I love helping people, and I know how important it is. People need to be inspired, people need to be motivated, people need to be encouraged. And I didn't realize that until I read that book. And it's funny because now thinking about it, that if what happened to me when I was a kid never happened to me, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have led up to boxing. I wouldn't have been in there in the company that I am today. And I would have never read that book. So that's why I said that there's no such things as mistakes, only lessons. And every lesson I've learned in life is a part of my story. So the cool thing about this is that now you guys are a part of my story. And my goal with this group is to become a world-renowned speaker. And I know it's going to start here.